Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for it again. Hope you're all doing good. See my assistant today. Everyone, this is Munchkin. He's a ginormous, angry, overweight cat. So I talked about this a couple of vlogs ago. I have this really annoying click on my bike. I'm covered in fur. I have a really annoying click on my bike. I thought it was my cassette. Now, let me show you. These E13 cassettes, right, look, can you see that? Essentially, like, they come apart. And some of the older ones are known to make a click in, so they send you this like hop-up kit that you put on, and it's like basically a really thin spacer and another like plastic washer that goes inside this end. It's meant to stop the creaking, and it totally did, but then my bike started creaking and I changed my cassette. I thought that would solve it. Continued creaking. So the plan this evening is I want to take my entire bike apart. There's a few key places where the creak could be coming from. Like, a lot of you guys have also left really helpful suggestions in the comments, and I mean, the most common one actually, people say, is the seat post. So that is probably the first thing we're going to address. So I guess I'll run you through what I'm quickly going to do. I'm going to take the seat post out, give all that a clean, re-grease it, put that back in, make sure everything's all like nice up here with the saddle and the saddle rails. I'm going to change my cassette back to the E13 one because that's the one I want to run because it's got a wider range than the one I've currently got on. And I also want to change my bottom bracket. And I was pretty lucky because Shimano bottom brackets are really hard to get hold of at the minute, and I actually bought one ages ago and I've had it sitting on the shelf. So I'm going to take out my old bottom bracket, put in a new one, service the headset, just give it a clean, bit of grease, and fingers crossed that gets rid of this click, this annoying click, and tomorrow I'll have a luxurious ride, go for a swim and be smiling all the time because I'd have solved this really annoying problem. What I should do really though is address one thing at a time and then do a test ride. So I'll take the seat post out, clean all that up, then go for a ride. But I mean, honestly, like, I might as well just do everything. I've got a beer, I've got nothing planned, so why not take my bike apart and get it running all smoothly. Right, let's crack on. You know what, I really don't want to change my bottom bracket. It takes so long sometimes. And you know, I realised that I don't have the tool. Apparently, for some reason, this one is smaller than the other Shimano one I've got. So I'm going to have to find an ingenious way to get it out, which will probably involve a pair of mold grips, I'm guessing. I'm going to change it because it's been submerged numerous times and it's just taken a beating. So yeah, why not? Let's just change the bottom bracket. I'm going to change it. Right, so let me show you what's happened. I know, just don't say anything, please, just. So my bottom bracket wouldn't come out on one side. As you can see, I like totally mashed up that side of the bottom bracket. So like, well, so after it didn't work on one side, I decided to go ahead and just try on the other side as well. So I've actually done that to both sides, look. Right, so what happened was, why do I feel like a school kid, like explaining, or someone that's been naughty to their parent? Yeah, I tried to get it out with some mold grips, look. It didn't work, I'm going to be honest. It just kind of mashed up my bottom bracket. And I probably actually bent the bearings as well. So, go me! Welcome to How to Fix Your Bike with Dave. So anyone at home, if you don't have the right tools to change parts of your bike, I'd strongly advise against just going for it with other tools, because, you know, didn't work. So I'm going to ignore anything happened. I'm going to put my tank back on. And, yeah. Then I'm going to go to the shop tomorrow, get a bottom bracket tool, take my bottom bracket out, change it properly. I need a beer, like, seriously. So this has turned from like fix the creaky bike to maybe I didn't, maybe it is my bottom bracket. But I'm going to carry on, I shall prevail. Well, I won't, I've already failed. I'm going to change my cassette, I'm going to put the old like wide range E13 one on. And then I'm going to do my headset, I've done my seat post, my seat. And then honestly, if I ride to the shop tomorrow and it's still clicking, I say that's a pretty high chance that it would be the bottom bracket. And then I can get the right tool and get it out. Fingers crossed. How many videos have I done changing that cassette? Well, at least this way I get one more creaky ride. You know, you guys know how much I love that creaky ride. It was a proper nice day today. I had a really nice ride actually. And I didn't film it. I didn't Strava it. I just went for a ride. I think because like YouTube's basically work now, that makes riding bikes work. And I think that sometimes it's nice, right, just to like get out for a ride and not have to worry about like talking or data or anything at all. I actually really enjoyed it. So sorry I didn't make a vlog about my awesome ride today and you're having to watch me change a cassette. It's why you sub, right? But look at my wheel. It's mega. Right, back to the old E13 trusty cassette. I really want this cassette to work. I mean, let's be honest guys, right? Do you know how much cassettes cost? They're so crazy expensive, right? And honestly, like what, £300 for a cassette? How is that a thing? Like, for the range I want. Like, if I didn't care about the range of teeth I wanted, it wouldn't be as much of an issue, but I want this range. So if I can get this to work, it just means I'm saving money. Let me know your recommendations for a wide range. I mean, I'm talking like 9 to 46, 9, 44, 2, 3 cassette. I mean, if I'm going to buy something, I want it to be good. And then I can feed back to you guys, my thoughts on it. Final thing, headset. Gonna literally just take it apart, give it a grease. I did just put new bearings in it, so it's not gonna be that bad. So I'm pretty sure it's not my headset. So let's do the headset quickly, take it up and down the road, and then see if it continues to go. So I've taken it all apart, and actually, I said it wasn't that bad. And this kind of goes to show you how regularly you should actually clean your bearings in your headset, because these were brand new in very recently. So it's not like I've abused them all winter. Like, this is genuinely like only like a couple of months old. So yeah, clean the bearings guys. I whack so much grease on like headset bearings because, well, you've seen where I ride. It like ends up so covered and caked in absolute crap. Like, I know it can attract more dirt sometimes, right? But like, I always kind of lube it up and then give it a good wipe down, because you don't want to leave lube everywhere, you know. Oh my god, it's actually filthy, like on the top of the crown. Might have been my headset. I don't have a headset, I don't know, maybe. I mean, there's no harm in changing everything, right? Right, let's get this back together, and then I guess we can actually go out and check what it is that is making this annoying click. Is it going to be gone, or is it going to be the bottom bracket? Because pretty much I've changed everything, so if the click continues, it has to be the bottom bracket. So I'm going to talk you through what I've done. I have taken the seat post out, re-greased that, put that back in, tightened it all up, cleaned all up here, re-tightened all that. I did change my cassette. I cleaned behind where the cassette goes, put in the spacer. I am actually going to make sure I tighten up all these like little like adjoining like derailleur bolts and whatnot. I did all my crank bolts as well. So I've tightened up all the bolts on the frame. Like basically every bolt that I've got, I've tightened. The headset's a really key one actually. It's so easy to do yourself, and well, as you can see, like 2 months of riding, there was a lot of like gunk and mud and stuff underneath, like at the bottom one here on the full crown, and then there's still a fair bit on the top. And you have the top cap, which applies like the pressure, which holds essentially everything together if you haven't got these tightened. So what I tend to do is I will loosen off the 2 bolts that hold the stem on. I then remove the top cap, that will like release everything. You can then clean everything all up, re-grease it, you put the bearings back in, put it all back together, and I start with the top cap, so once you put the top cap on, that tightens everything together, and then you adjust the stem bolts, because that's what actually clamps it in, so you get your headset nice and like free-flowing. If you like hold your front brake and rock the bike, there should be no movement, or if you bounce on the back wheel, you would hear this like kind of noise. Well, it doesn't actually sound anything like that, but it will make a noise, and it shouldn't make that noise, and you'll know what I mean if it makes a noise. And if it does make that noise, well, that means that you need to tighten up your headset. And if your bars don't turn freely, that means that your headset's too tight. So if you have to keep on tightening and tightening and tightening, and your bars are just getting stiff, or you've still got play, it's time for a new headset. So that's it, I've done everything on the bike, including mash up my bottom bracket. Oh, and chain as well, it's pretty much a brand new chain. It's only like 2 weeks old, so it's not going to be my chain. And the problem was there before the new chain, and after the new chain. So I definitely know it's not my chain. Yeah, let's get outside and see, fingers crossed, please let it stop creaking. Guess what? I think I've got it. I think the creaking stopped. I've got no idea what it was because I changed everything all at once, and maybe squashing the bottom bracket was a thing that really helps get rid of the creak. I do need to get a bottom bracket tool because I'm going to change the bottom bracket because I think I just mashed up the bearings completely. I just took it up and down the hill. Normally it creaks straight away. It doesn't creak. I'm happy. I can't wait for tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this interesting, me taking my bike apart for the 7,000th time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.